afternoon. The coronavirus continues to spread in New Mexico with 4 new cases. There are now 10 in the state, including 2 hospitalizations. Today, the governor and public education secretary revealed more information on the state's decision to close schools and what it could mean for families. News 13's Annalisa Pardo was at that press conference. She's live downtown.
Kim, all of the COVID-19 cases in the state are either travel related or people who came into contact with those travelers after they got home. The state says it's investigating every case.
From the 14 days prior to their onset of illness, what did they do? And we usually divide it up by AM and PM in order to identify exactly where they were and who they were interacting with. In that investigation, then we can effectively
In Bernalillo County that got the virus from being in close household contact from someone who had it from traveling. The 4th case is a female in her 20s in Santa Fe County who recently traveled to New York. One of the people is in the hospital. The others are isolated at home. Today, the PED secretary elaborated on why they're closing schools for 3 weeks.
From schools that we knew were likely to not have enough staff to make sure that they could effectively and safely run the schools, to parents calling in and saying that they were going to keep their kids home so that we'd have more kids falling behind as we continued in the educational process.
Right now, public schools will not have to make up the weeks lost during the closure, but didn't say what would happen if schools stayed closed even longer. The state is also working to keep school-related childcare facilities open and are encouraging private providers to do so as well. Teachers will get paid as normal. The state says it understands that this creates a trickle-down effect of issues. It has a new hotline for everything non-health related, where parents can call and ask about schools, childcare, and job security. And we'll have that number on our website, krqe.com. Kim?
Okay, thanks, Annalisa. Now, earlier this week, the state said it had 2,400 test kits. We asked how many of those have been used. They could not give us an answer, saying they are being administered constantly. Now, we do know Tricor Labs is expected to have 10,000 tests ready by